Tonight, as you lie in bed trying to drift off to sleep, your mind decides to drag up something wonderful. It is not your achievements or your proudest moments, but that one excruciating thing you did 7 years ago in front of people you never see anymore. Your chest tightens. Your face warms in the dark. You replay the exact sequence of events, wishing you could reach back through time and erase yourself. But why does your brain cling so desperately to your worst moments? To understand this, you have to look backward at a time when your ancestors were not scrolling on phones, but trying not to get eaten by large predators. For millions of years, human survival depended entirely on the group. Being cast out from the tribe meant certain death. In the Pleistocene wilderness, a lone human was merely an appetizer. Your brain evolved a specialized radar, specifically tuned to social threat detection. Think of your mind as an ancient survival machine running software designed for the open savanna. When you make a social error today, your brain does not register it as an awkward Tuesday afternoon. It triggers the exact same neurochemical alarm bells that your ancestors felt when they violated a tribal norm. It feels like an existential emergency, because to your evolutionary programming, it essentially was. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. It is the persistent cognitive bias that causes you to believe people are noticing and evaluating you far more than they actually are. In a classic 2000 study led by social psychologist Thomas Gilovich at Cornell University, researchers asked college students to wear intensely embarrassing Barry Manilow t-shirts into a room filled with peers. Afterward, the students wearing the shirts guessed that roughly half the room had noticed and judged them. In reality, fewer than a quarter of the people in the room had even glanced their way. You walk through life convinced that everyone around you is keeping a detailed ledger of your every stumble. Yet everyone else is entirely consumed by their own private terror of being judged. They are not thinking about your awkward comment from 3 years ago. They are too busy worrying about their own embarrassing moment from 2012. But why does memory preserve these failures with such ruthless clarity? Psychologists refer to this as negativity bias. Evolutionarily speaking, remembering where the poisonous berries were is infinitely more important than remembering where the nice scenery was. That experiences carry more weight because they contain critical survival data. Your brain highlights your embarrassing moments in neon lights to ensure you never repeat a behavior that might threaten your standing in the tribe. Your memory is not a neutral recording device like a security camera. It is a storytelling machine that constantly rewrites your past to protect your current identity. Every single time you recall an embarrassing memory, your brain does not simply play back a video file. It actively retrieves the memory, holds it in a fragile, malleable state, and then saves a slightly updated version of it. This means that every time you obsess over an old humiliation, you are actually strengthening the neural pathways attached to it. You are rehearsing the pain. You are telling your brain that this particular memory is vitally important because you visit it so often. Consider what happens when you accidentally spill a drink or trip on the sidewalk. Your immediate instinct is to look around to see who saw you. Your pulse spikes, your palms sweat. You wish the earth would open up and swallow you whole. But what would happen if you simply let it go? In the grand sweep of human history, your most humiliating moments are microscopic blips. In 100 years, everyone who remembers your awkwardness will be gone. The universe will continue expanding without the slightest awareness of that one weird thing you said at a party. When that familiar wave of cringe washes over you tonight, try shifting your perspective just an inch. Notice the physical sensation in your chest without judging yourself for feeling it. Recognize that this discomfort is simply your ancient survival machinery doing a job it was never meant to stop doing. Your brain is not broken because it remembers your mistakes. It is merely trying to keep you safe in a world that no longer exists. So the next time your mind drags up an old ghost from the past, smile at the absurdity of it. Thank your brain for trying to protect the tribe and let the memory drift away like smoke. After all, you survived the moment then, and you're surviving it now.